Hello, and today we will be talking about some like an idiot.
Yes, do you have anything you want to say for B-roll? Anything?
That's what I want to say for B-roll.
I wouldn't mind if you and I would fly away together, fly away forever, honey. I wouldn't mind if you and I would fly away together, fly away.
Hello, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about our wedding.
Yes, very excited. Our wedding, we got married a couple weeks ago, and there's some very important decisions that we made to make sure our wedding was successful and something that we both enjoyed.
Key factor that really made for a successful wedding or process was from the very beginning we decided to make a statement for our wedding that like what was most important for us to get out of this wedding, and our goal was for it to be fun, harmonious, and an expression of us. It was, we really wanted it to be fun for us and everyone who was there. Harmonious meaning like just going smooth and being happy, and that's like the feeling we wanted. And for it to really be an expression of who we are as individuals and who we are as a couple.
And what that does is that focuses us down. All our decisions were then pushed through that criteria as a lens for the event. And that made us make choices that were non-traditional, and we're not really traditional people. So we didn't have to worry about impressing anybody.
A big thing for us too was we wanted to keep our wedding under a certain budget. I know that weddings can get very expensive, and that is, it's kind of a to each his own. Like for some people that is really important to them to have that day the way they want. We have nothing against that, but for us, being such huge travelers, my more important thing was the honeymoon.
This is also non-traditional, is we didn't ask for any gifts because we already live together. So we already have all the toasters that we need, all the blenders that we need. We already have everything that we really need, that we just didn't need to own more objects.
Just ending up with a bunch of stuff that you don't need. Like we've both lived on our own for a very long time. I have plenty of silverware and plates, and we live in a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment. I don't need fine china for all the people that I'm not having over for
Yeah, and so we developed a Honey Fund page, and that's how we collected a lot of the gifts. Our Honey Fund page is still up if you'd like to donate, and so that goes towards our honeymoon. Also, what that did is having to focus on the budget. Is after the wedding was over, we're not stressed about still owing money. Like we're not like still paying it off. We're done.
Yeah, that was very important to us, was to be able to get through the wedding and then move on to the honeymoon. Huge Harry Potter fan, so I was very inspired by Bill and Flora's wedding in Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yes.
And I love the purple tent, but I do not want to spend an extreme amount of money on a purple tent, and we didn't need like a fully tented, so I actually went to the fabric district, bought lots and lots and lots of fabric. And
now, did you have this idea in mind before, or were you inspired once you saw the fabric?
I was inspired by like the image, that is an image from the beginning. We actually used it as our, like on our brainstorming page we have together, that's our image, is Bill and Flora's wedding. Because I just love that feel and the whimsical. I mean, when I went to buy my wedding dress, they're like, what feel do you want? And I'm like, whimsical.
And her wedding dress is perfect for it, actually.
It ended up being perfect. It very flowy and whimsical. But that's the magical feel I wanted. So I wanted to create that for myself, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it.
Monica's touched on a couple of things that I think are really important. Like, she said she didn't want to spend a lot of money in it. Another concept that was relayed to me was someone said, break it down and think about your overall budget is you're paying hourly for those 6 or 7 hours. And it can break down to almost, and I'm not exaggerating, for most people it can break down to $3,000 to $10,000 an hour that you're paying for. Facebook is a great tool to use because they have this thing called groups, and you keep them closed. And it's a way to organize and orchestrate people, make sure they're all on the same page. You can give out locations, you can give out vendor information. So we had a group that was brainstorming just for us privately, where we said, that's where Monica shared the Harry Potter images, and we'd say, what do you think about this? Wands and all this kind of stuff. And then we had an administrative page which had the wedding planner and a couple key people, and then we had the groom's people to let them know, we need you here at this time. This is what time the rehearsal dinner is. This is the location for it. So that was really helpful. So now on to something that I'm really excited about. Like this is really why I want to shoot this project.